Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? I'm Cherie McGinnis and welcome to my channel. We're going to go over some devotionals today, at least one, and just have a little chit chat. Today's I'm going to be getting out of my Devotions from the Front Porch devotional. It's the very first one called A Rocking Chair, and it's a cute one. It's too hot right now to sit outside in a rocking chair. It's supposed to be almost 100 degrees today, and it's been so hot. So I've tried to keep my blinds closed and my curtains pulled and all that stuff to try to keep the air in. I've got the blinds open over here, but sometimes Miss Kitty comes to the front window when she wants in, but Oscar's outside, so I'd say she'll stay out there with him. But I really need to have those closed. I've got them open also so to give some more light to the video in here. But anyway, I thought I would do a devotional and see how we do on that, and then I'll be back with a little bit of a chit chat. Hang on just a second. Okay, this devotional is called A Rocking Chair, and the reading comes from Matthew 11:28, and it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." I think we've almost all heard that, and we have to refer back to that sometimes because we just do too much, We just got too much going on, and we neglect to get our rest. And this devotional says, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'll tell you what, I'll put you over here on this pretty picture. It says, we live in a society of stressed out people. Excuse me. Stress affects young kids, college students, and adults. Almost everyone seems touched by it. Then, in an attempt to ease the stress, we make it worse. We work hard. We work harder, we work faster, we do more, we refuse to rest, and then we wonder why we're so exhausted. It's a vicious cycle. Do you want to know who isn't stressed? Anyone currently sitting in a rocking chair. Try a little rocking on someone's front porch and see what happens. You will rock your cares away, my friend. Christ knew that life would be stressful. He didn't invite us to come to Him and have all of our problems solved. A quick fix or an end to the current struggle is not what our bodies need. He gives us what we often do not give ourselves, permission to rest. We don't need to do one more load of laundry or work longer or harder or stay up later or get up earlier. We need to rest. And Christ, in His wisdom, gives us permission to do just that. And not only does He offer rest, but He invites us to give our worries and burdens to Him. We have permission to turn on the radio and dance in the kitchen, to laugh out loud, to simply breathe. We have permission to take a break from whatever is weighing us down. You and I have permission to rest, and there's no better place to rest than a front porch rocking chair. It says, I am so thankful, Lord, that you know what I need. When I'm weary and overwhelmed, help me remember to come to you for rest. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, getting rest. And we're all guilty of it, doing more, and we feel guilty sometimes when we sit down and rest. And, it never feels we can be working. And as soon as we sit down, somebody sees us and it's like, great, now they're going to think I've been sitting here all day. But, we need to, anyway, take time to rest. Who cares what people think? You have got to rest when it's allowed to in your life. I mean, you can't just be at work and just decide I'm sitting down and resting if it's not all right. I mean, I don't mean that, of course. You know what I mean. At home, in your leisure time. And it's hectic. I know new moms and dads out there have it hard. I know that it's hard, when you've got kids and everything and you're going in 10,000 different directions. But sometimes I think we bring it on ourselves. We get into too many activities. It's okay to say no. And it's okay to say no to your kids sometimes. When they want to do all these sports at once and different things at once, something's got to go. In life, you have to make a decision that you can't do it all. And they need to learn that when they're kids. Sometimes you have to pick and choose what's really important to you and what's not. You're just one person, and maybe you all can't get them to everywhere they need to go, and it's stressing you out. And is your life any better because of it? Is it worse because of it? Maybe it's better. I don't know. I don't know your situations or nothing. I'm not saying my way's always right, because it ain't. But just saying, sometimes we put ourselves in predicaments that, puts us on the spot, puts us in a spot where we get mean and hateful, because we're stressed out. But sometimes we do it to ourselves. If we've got too many activities going on, then we need to cut the cord on some of them. It's all right. You'll get used to it. It's not the end of the world. And it doesn't mean it's forever. Take a season off. Take a sport off every now and then. It's not the end of the world. We're not going to get a scholarship playing Little League and soccer and all this stuff all at the same time. Pick your battles, but pick wisely. But don't stress yourself out over stuff, because some things aren't worth it. But sitting in a rocking chair and rocking, yes, that helps ease your mind. And it helps, even ironing. I've heard many people say that you iron your troubles away when you're ironing clothes. And it's kind of true, because you get in a zone, I think, when you're ironing clothes, and your mind just wanders, and you think of things, and you think of solutions, and, all kinds of stuff. When your mind kind of, you've not got anything going on, you're ironing clothes, and your mind isn't preoccupied with 5,000 other things, because you're concentrating on what you're doing. Plus, your mind has time to wonder about things that are important or whatever. It makes you at least stop a little bit. But just remember, don't get stressed out over everything if you can help it. I know it's hard. I've been stressed out. Yesterday was a horrible day. I mean, I've had the lick. I've had trouble with my cell phone for weeks. All kinds of trouble. It keeps crashing. I've uninstalled everything. I even factory reset it and went back. But Google or something has got a bug in it, and I don't know what it is, but it keeps aggravating me to death. So I had that. Then our home phone went out, and then our internet wasn't working 100%. And then we took the expedition to have something done to it, and ended up we need a whole lot of things done to it. So that was about $1,000 versus what we thought was going to be $100. So there was that. We've got insurance due. It's always something. It's always something. I don't know. It's always something. It was just everything at once yesterday, and my phone was aggravating me so bad yesterday. As soon as I needed to use it to make a call or something, it wouldn't do nothing. I had to reboot it. I was about ready to throw that phone into the wall, and I didn't care if it went into a million pieces, because I really didn't care at that moment. That I didn't do that. I got myself together. But boy, I was having a bad day, and we all have them. Just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you ain't going to have no trouble. You're going to have all kinds of them. And it kind of gives you a chance to see who you really are. Well, you got, Bella. There you go. But anyway, but then on the other side, we have good days too, all kinds of good days. I was out the other day, Oscar and I were at Walmart, and I looked up and I seen one of my friends, my very good friend. I always called him my work buddy, because he was my work buddy, and I may have talked about him on here before. I mean, he got me through my days of retail. He really did. I mean, some days I'm like, I just need to give you my check, because you've practically done it for me, because I couldn't even do this without your help. And he was a true friend, very good friend. And anyway, he doesn't live here anymore. He moved a few hours away or whatever. But anyway, I looked up, and there he was. I was like, what are you doing here? Him and his wife. She's so sweet. She's a pretty girl. Anyway, I got to visit with him, and that made my day. He was there for a family reunion. And anyway, I got to see him, and that made my day. And sometimes he watches. So if you're watching, work buddy, hello. I'm so good to see you. It really, really made my day. It really did. I'm so glad you look good. I'm so glad you're doing well. Really nice. You're living your life, and I think that's wonderful. But anyway, yeah, we have good days and bad days. So you just have to make the most of them. Do what you can and make the most of them. But we all have them. So anyway, I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but like I was saying, it's going to be hotter than Hades around here. Oscar was outside too much yesterday, and he about got sick. I told him noon's his cutoff if he can make it till noon. He's working on the lawnmower. The lawnmower tore up. That was another thing. The lawnmower's down again. So he has to do all the working on that. So he's good at stuff like that, but he has to do it outside. So he's got a welding table out there that he uses. And so we bought a table umbrella the other day, and put it up over top of his work table out there. And that gives him some shade, and it helps some. We hooked him a fan up, and he's got a fan blowing on him, but it's still hot. I mean, it's so hot. I think it was 77 a little while ago, and it's still morning. So, you just have to do the best you can, I guess, with whatever you're dealt. But anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for joining me. And I'll try to get back on here as soon as I can for another devotional or another video. And I will be back here soon. Thanks for watching. Hugs. Bye-bye.